Good morning. It is I, your tiredest boy, your good time kid, and the guy who will wash your windows for $7.35.
It's a wonderfully specific amount.
I know, weird. I'm joined, of course,
Mhm.
by the best person I know on a Sunday morning who just watched Phantom of the Paradise. Matthew Lind. Matt, how are you this morning?
I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Got to sleep in a little bit. Just kind of trying to, regroup a little bit. It's been a couple weeks of some bullshit. So just trying
Uh,
to get resituated and adjust to the new normal.
I'm so tired of bullshit. I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing like uh awful. It's just there's been just a lot of it lately. So it's like just
Annoyance is tiring, man.
slow down just a little bit.
Uh,
Let me regroup. Let me work on some shit that I want to work on instead of just scrambling from disaster to disaster.
I decided to put the camera kind of like facing me rather than doing the whole like don't look at me. I'm scared face today. So if anyone watches this, you can tell me like, oh no, go back to I don't want to see that. I don't
Oh,
want to see your butter sculpture face. So oh, by the way, I want to say something off the top, and I'm gonna try to say it a couple times this week. Can you see this or that? Oh no, not the light, not the bees.
what is okay?
This is Adventure Perilous. It is an RPG. Um, Dirk Stanley put out. He just sent out copies from his Kickstarter. He also does a great RPG called Faraway Land.
Okay.
So I backed the Kickstarter just for the digital, but I had mentioned on Facebook that I was having some peripheral neuropathy, and then it had a couple seizures, which has been the first time in a while.
Yeah.
And he reached out and was like, "Hey, man," because we're friends on Facebook and we actually converse off and on. He was like, "What's your address? I'm going to send you a physical copy of the book." He's like, "Maybe that'll, improve your mood or whatever."
That's great. That's super nice.
Dude, it's awesome. He was actually going to come on prep school at one point, but it was during the Kickstarter, and he was like, I can't. I'm so swamped. So I'm hoping to offer him the opportunity to come back on and just kind of talk about stuff. I find him to be a really, really cool creator. And it's always neat when you end up making friends with someone. I mean, in a digital format. It's the same thing with Dave Gross, who is a author who wrote was it 5 fantasy books that all with the same 2 characters? And it's like kind of Sherlock Holmesy, and if Sherlock Holmes was a wizard half elf and his Dr. Watson was a very, very, very dangerous tiefling Wolverine.
All right.
And each chapter is from the perspective of one of those 2 characters. So it rotates. So you're getting this story, but you're getting it from 2 people's perspective telling it. I love those stories. My wife loves those stories, and yeah, he's a super cool dude as well. So don't be afraid to reach out to people, that you admire their work, because sometimes they turn out to be really cool people. Mitch Falcon, yes, digital friendships. I don't do well with real friendships, so digital it is, baby. Um, Mitch, we're digital friends, right? Please say yes.
And put him on the spot now.
That's all I do is put people on the spot, Matt. That's how I do. That's my MO. I'm always putting people on the spot. All right. So we should probably jump into the meat and potatoes of things because I actually got some stuff I have to do today. No pressure, Shaggy. Yeah. If Super Spike was here, he'd tell you it's no witnesses. All right. So tomorrow is Chaos Scar. And
Yes.
I didn't realize until too late that the job that the crew picked was the job that the crew picked from last month, just offered by a different person.
Oh.
Like, oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Um, so my thought was, as I was setting and stewing in my own frustration and blank, imagination space, was it's October.
Yep.
Um, one of my favorite all-time horror movies is Jaws.
All
So
right.
we've mentioned old Gemcrust every episode. What if we get a little Jawsy slash maybe even a little Ghost in the Darkness um, our old Gemcrust account?
I mean, that could work.
So here's my thought, and chat. Well, maybe it's not a bad. It's not a bad pick. Um, please get. There's like something in my shot. I can't tell what it is, or maybe it's just my.
Yes.
There it is. It's the edge of my monitor. I'm real tired today.
Yeah.
I was gonna do yard work after this, and I was like, no, no, I'm
It's
not.
chilly out anyway.
I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I was gonna say, Matt, next Saturday
Yeah.
after the walk, I'm going to cook
Okay.
and hang out, and we're gonna probably just have a driveway fire, like in a fire pit, not like I'm just gonna start a blaze in my driveway.
I mean,
If you want to bring something, I will cook it
true.
for you.
All right. I'll. I think Danny is having lunch with her dad,
Cool,
so
cool.
she'll probably be out. But I will try and talk to her and coordinate.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a hanging and banging. It's supposed to be like 65 degrees next weekend. So.
Yeah.
All right. So thought process is simple. We've introduced that there's cobalt or there's hobgoblins in the area, right?
Yes.
And we've introduced that old Gemcrust is something that the people talk about. So I was watching a Casual Geographic video, 2 new ones this week. One of them was about animals that have the highest Black Air Force energy in the animal kingdom. Because if you're not watching Casual Geographic on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, you need to change that. His videos are amazing. And I was kind of struck by the idea of he was talking, I think, about, I don't remember if it was this time or every other video I've watched. He was talking about Cape Buffalo in Africa and how they're nicknamed Black Death because they are like the second highest kill ratio on humans in all of Africa, next to the hippopotamus. If you come after them, the saying is, if you go to hunt one, you get one shot because they're smart. They operate in herds, and they've been known to basically murk their own predators because they are tough, and relentless. So I was kind of thinking he had talked a little bit about how much more dangerous the males get when females are in estrus, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So my thought is this: I wanted to look at like a 3-act structure. So while I'm going to have them roll for the campfire stuff, I'm not going to use it. It's more just going to be to have them roll. So they so those people who have played previously will think, oh, okay, yeah, we're here to this thing. It's a campfire thing. So my thought is, they're going. The mission they chose was a job from the Church of Evandra in Rustwall to hunt down a cult of the King that Crawls. Well, last episode, the group found the cult of the king that crawls and killed like almost everything. Now, two people got away, but I'm going to save those two kind of higher tier villains for other business later. So instead, I'm going to say these were a couple lazy cultists who ran into a caravan of like, for lack of a better term, like hobgoblin bounty hunters.
Okay.
And I was trying to think of like a execution method. Like I just watched Pit and the Pendulum for my 31 and 31. And I watched the Full Moon Productions one. So Lance Hendrickson, Oliver Reed, Jeffrey Combs, directed by Stuart Gordon. It's real weird because it's, I think, maybe the only Poe story he did. And it is like kind of got the same vibe as his mini Lovecraft adaptations. But I mean, there's full free female nudity like in the first 10 minutes. And I'm like, oh, and it's Lance Hendrickson as Torquemada. So you just imagine all the scene chewing madness in it. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's just I wanted and expected more. Anyway, I'm tangent heavy today. My apologies.
No.
So that kind of made me had this idea of like, what if I was going to, if these people had to be brought in dead or alive, hot or cold, I don't care.
Yes.
And it got to a point where they're a hassle. What would be the method you would kill them? And I was also thinking about like the famed or infamous Norse blood eagle and things like that. Well, the hobgoblin version that I prefer is like a feudal Japanese martial society. So I was like, well, what would the feudal Japanese do? And it turns out, they didn't do a whole lot of that.
No.
But the thing I liked that kind of take away from that, because there were a lot of times they would either offer someone a chance to defend themselves, or they would basically go, you need to commit seppuku or you are going to die. So what if they chained these dudes to a pole by a 1 foot length, or about a 3 foot chain, but like with 1 foot cuff, and then put a sword within 2 feet of where they were and said, this is your opportunity. We're basically gonna have our swords in the sheath. You pick that sword up and you get an opportunity to have a fair fight. Well, as fair as I'm gonna let you have, because I'm afraid you'll just run.
Yeah.
So this is what the PCs come across. An overturned cart. And I also took Tremors as some inspiration here. There's one lone hobgoblin sitting on top of this overturned cart. Down on the ground, you see one very haggard looking human, like just on their knees. And there's a sword about 3 feet in front of them. There's two more poles. One has got its chain still attached with a part of a leg that's just the knee down. The other one, the chain is gone and the pole is bent. There's swords, scattered from there. The closer you get, the more you can see there's like some parts of some horses, and there's also kind of some different evidence of a small skirmish that went down.
Okay.
So the idea is that some boulets that are in estrus just were like needed a snack and popped up into this execution scene and just grabbed food. The problem also is we established earlier that this part of the Chaos Scar is riddled with Ankeg burrows. Well, boulets are basically burrowing sharks. Ankegs are giant, insects.
Okay.
So it reckons that Ankegs are basically kind of food sources for boulets.
Yeah, that would line up.
Ankegs are pretty smart. I mean, they've got a reasonable score. I think let's pull it up and see exactly what they were. I'm sorry, I'm a little scattered this morning.
Oh, no, you got your.
Oh, they're not smart. Their wisdom's high. Their intelligence sucks. It's a 1. So they're insects. So I don't want to use regular ant kegs. So I'm going to say there's a brood mother in the ground who's pretty damaged from kind of fighting off these different boulets who have been taking their shot. But it's hatching season.
Oh.
So there's all these ankeg broodlings. You know, and my guess is because an ankeg is a large creature, it's about the size, it's bigger than a horse.
Oh,
A
wow.
regular ankeg is. So I'm guessing a broodling is probably the size of a dog.
Yeah, dog or like a donkey, maybe.
I wouldn't go that small because I'm saying they're pretty newly hatched. So, like a medium-sized dog. So one thing I kind of want to say is, this hobgoblin, the Boulets like kind of left and is when he got ready to leave, the Ankeg's broodlings swarmed in and they're just, they've been slowly eating everything. So they also have like acid spittle. So they've been trying to climb up and he's been holding them off. But it's been like 3 or 4 days. So he and this prisoner are both kind of running out of food and running out of water. And I want to do the thing where he's like waving like this when the PCs are approaching, and they think he's trying to wave them to come in and help. He's actually trying to wave them to run away. But he can't really yell because he hasn't drank anything in, we'll say, a day and a half, so his throat is completely just parched. So they get there and then they give him some water, of course, and he's like, "You guys, you're fucked." And that's when you get the first, Boulay fin cresting the ground. So that's kind of where my first, like, the inciting incident is.
Okay.
And he tells them, like, "Oh, these people were shitty cultists we were hired to track down. We found where they were holed up, but someone had already been there, and it was a massacre."
Yeah, that'll work.
Also, we had to fight up a bunch of microwave.
Ask, like, okay, what happens if they're just like, well, this isn't what we're here for, so good luck, bye. But if by eliminating they're saying, yeah, the goal that you were here after is gone.
Well, that's why there's one guy there.
Yeah.
And they can, they'll probably want to question. They want to take him, and he'll just, and that's where we can go. I'm not going to have the hobgoblin like pick a fight because I think of hobgoblins as like smart soldiers. Orcs are kind of like, combat heavy, like Russian and smash. Hobgoblins are like, I'll smash once I have a regiment of troops and we'll go down in an orderly fashion.
Do it right. Yeah.
Do it right. So I need an escalating incident. Would this be broodlings, do you think? Or would this be a 3-way dance where you get some broodlings come out and then one of those boulets crests? And then we have boulets, ankegs, and the PCs stuck in a like terrible melee.
Or does the cultists do something like with their last ounce of
like picks a sword up and like rushes?
Yeah, or does something to like, make the existing stuff stronger or angrier or whatever. Like, I'm fucked anyway. The best case scenario for me is that
that's a good idea.
I go to jail.
It's not gonna be that.
Yeah.
I wonder if Torog has any animals that are associated. Because he's the king that crawls, he lives underground. D&D animals associated with Torog. Vermin. Let's see what kind of vermin they're talking about. There's a horrific picture of Torog.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's
All broken up from his fight with Gargash,
Mhm.
who was a primordial, and that's why he ended up stuck. There it is, him fighting Gargash. And these are like gods and monsters basically fighting, so you can tell there's a human in the bottom. Going, oh shit, this is bad. Oh, he's got a guy who follows him called the Yeet. It's pretty great.
The Yeet?
Yeah. A demigod and most sexually active servant of Torog, he is often called upon to enforce Torog's will, but is still serving an eternity of punishment. You know, he's always trying to yeet and got yeeted. Damn, I really thought there would be more information here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe, what if this servant of Torog is the one who's calling these Ankegs?
That could work. Yeah.
They're a burrowing creature. They're vermin, technically.
Or is there? Yeah. Are there any kind of like, creatures that jail stuff? Because they would potentially be. But yeah, I.
Is so let's say like this guy the whole time has been like taking his chain and just grinding it against his leg. So he's been just seeping blood into the the dirt
The
and
soil.
just yeah. So the prisoner has been what am I trying to look for? Tithing and blood, maybe? And blood to Torog. And this has attracted a great deal of Ankeg broodlings who burst out and attack everyone. This seismic activity has also drawn the attention of two female boule. Right? I can never remember boule. I can't remember where to put the L's or the T's. No, it's one L and two T's.
Yes.
To come to get their chow on. All right. Chaos ensues. So one thing I want to get across is like, I'm not sure how to do it, is that the Ankeg broodlings, these are things that the PCs can murder pretty easily. They're only a quarter CR.
Okay.
Boulets are not to be fucking trifled with. The PCs are level 1 and a boule are level 8, and there's 2 of them. And old Gemhide is like 17, I want to say. So I don't want them to think like, oh, hey, we can do this, because you can't. Like one successful bite from a boule is enough to absolutely decimate a PC.
So when does Gemhide come into the proceedings?
I want that to be the very ending.
Okay. Because from what I'm reading about Torog, there's stuff about him like imprisoning interesting creatures and individuals as well. So maybe that there's something there to pull on. Maybe that's why nobody's running Gemhide, because Torog's got him in a thing. And then also being captured and tortured or whatever is actually a way that you can show your faith in Torog. So this priest, having been chained up for a while, is already like kind of showing just by doing that, whether he meant to or not, is already kind of like, hey, look at me, I'm doing what you like.
Yeah. That's perfect.
It seems like imprisoning a follower of Torog is just gonna make them harder to put down.
They're gonna get all feisty because of it.
They're going to church.
And take me to church. I can't remember the rest of that song. All right. Superb. Okay, so we've got the big fight. And this is going to probably be the vast majority of the episode because I want it to be one of those things where there's going to be some items in this cart to make it a little bit easier. See items below for cart contents. So one thing, because I'm making this so hard, there's going to be some healing potions. I'm going to say 2d6 plus on. And there are 1d6 impact. All right. So what would be another thing? What would be a good couple things hobgoblins would have in their cart who are hunters? D&D hobgoblin treasures.
Bear traps, says Mitch.
Oh, bear traps would be good. What would be a good what if it's a bear trap that has hold person on it or hold monster?
Oh.
Okay. 2 magical bugbear traps. That are enchanted with hold monster / person. One one use per day. DC 15 save. What is hold person saving throw again? What is the save for hold person in? Oh. Wisdom. Okay, perfect. Yep. Excellent. What else? That's a great idea. I love that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so if they're hunters.
Usual magical 5e hunting gear. Oh, we got some strange but useful items. What's a monster that's known for raging? They're more like bounty hunters than hunters, Mitch.
Ah, okay.
Oh, Belt of Returning's awesome. We're putting that in.
What level are these? The players? Or
First.
First? Okay.
Ghillie suits. Hey, man, I got to deal with enough thermal detonator bullshit with Star Wars. Although, yeah, maybe a few Greek fire bombs. 1d4 bottles of
I don't know
Greek
anything.
fire. It's not called Greek fire anymore. I can't remember what they call it. They changed the name of it.
I like this just because it's just wonderfully dumb. A lazy boomerang. It deals 1d6 plus dex slashing damage, and once attuned, it will always come back after 1d20 hours.
Do you have that? Can you put it in the chat?
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Somebody probably made it up, but I like it because it'll come back eventually.
I like it better as Alchemist Fire than Greek Fire. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I love the idea that somewhere out there is a D&D version of Greece, and that's where this actually came from.
Yeah, I mean, this person is just having fun, but I also love this.
So 1d4 bottles of Alchemist Fire for when you absolutely positively got to kill every mother in a 20 by 20 foot cube, except no substitutes. 5d6 fire damage. That's even better, Mitch. I love that. Yeah, that's great. An alchemist named Greek. Ooh, Dex. Save for half. DC 15. What else we get? So yeah, send me that boomerang. I really like that boomerang.
Yeah, they're both in the private chat.
What would be a good name for whoever had this? What's a good lazy name? Mike Shea. Mike Shea. We'll call it Shea. Oh, whoa, no! What have I done?
You hit your screen.
Yeah, I'm a real terrible streamer. We've learned this. Shea. Oh, come on, dog. Shea's lazy boomerang. I don't use attunement because it's just another thing I have to keep track of.
Yeah.
Matt, Cat, what's your favorite Black Sabbath song?
Man. There's too many.
Oh God, bigger knife is fucking great. It's perfect. We got to think of a name for that too. What was Paul Hogan's name in it was Crocodile Dundee. Did he have a real first name?
Um,
I don't think his mom named him Crocodile. We named the dog Indiana.
Mick Dundee. Yeah, I don't.
It's all right, I guess.
Or Michael.
Why is my... I don't like when my stupid fonts get weird. Does anyone else have that problem? Like if they look and see the fonts are wrong, it gets them real upset.
I mean, I don't like it, but
yeah, it really bothers me. So what do we got for Black Sabbath? This knife mix. This knife is knife. When used successfully, the voices of everyone killed by this knife whisper in unison. This knife is knife. We're building the worst fiction possible, and I'm here for it. I mean, this is pretty good. This is some pretty good stuff. Anyone got any other very interesting and weird ideas we can add to this cachet of weapons?
And I'm gonna say, at least just going probably off the first album, War Pigs, but
ooh, that's a good choice. I think when I was younger, War Pigs was by far my favorite. I grew to really like Sweet Leaf a lot.
Well, Sweet Leaf's great.
But I think currently
that whole fucking album, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Currently, of late, I have fallen back in love with Changes.
I mean, the Changes is amazing. Charles Bradley.
Yes.
Did
Charles Bradley's cover it's like it just
you
feel it in your heart and soul.
Well, because he had gone through some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. But I think the one that I have that is just like the Sabbath version has really like become something very that I love so much is Snowblind. So yeah, I don't know why I wanted. I'm always looking for music suggestions, and I love music, so yeah, I always ask weird questions like that. So, Chad, if you have your own ideas, please share them with us. Also, Matt, what are you doing Thursday?
I don't know yet. Oh, we might be going to the movies.
Oh, okay. We're doing Spoopy night.
Oh,
short Spoopy stream with some spoopy people where it's going to be called Spoopy Boys, and we're going to give horror suggestions for all media. And Matt knows one of them is going to be Immortal Hulk. That shit is baller.
Yeah, I mean, I think, or maybe it was next week we're going to the movies. I don't know. I've got Motu Monday tomorrow apparently. We'll see how long I'm on for that.
Hey, you have fun talking about big boy toys. Which I have a harder time making fun of now since I went in on Eternia.
Yeah.
I bent like a fucking straw.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this week is going to be an interesting week. Got a lot going on. So, but
What are
yeah,
you going to see? Yeah, I'm curious what you are going to go see now, because that's a good point,
I don't
Shaggy.
remember if it's this week or next week, but the Parkway is playing Lost Boys.
Oh, Cassandra has never seen Lost Boys. You have never seen Lost Boys.
Seen Lost Boys.
Ah, what is wrong with you people?
Just, you know.
Oh man. Oh, Caller of Finding. So you have a collar and you put it on someone, and then you have a matching bracelet that allows you to find them.
Hmm.
And it says a wife commissioned this collar after her husband, a retired soldier with significant PTSD, lost a dog that they had bonded with.
Oh,
That
wow.
is so fucking heartwarming.
Yeah.
Daryl's vest of haste.
Mm. Yeah.
I am king of glass houses, yes. And it does make me a shitty person, but I couldn't. I had a talk. I was told it was okay. Okay, that's fine. Then I'm in. What's a good weird D&D like hunting animal?
Mm.
Unusual D&D 5e hunting animals. Woo! Yeah. Now I have some like let's see here. Let me grab I did a couple I did couple all of a sudden I can't even talk. It's so terrible. I did couple kickstart animals. when I am coach of team,
Yes.
when I am coach of team, when I am coach of team. Have I ever sent that to you?
I don't think so. No.
It's a McElroy thing. When I am coach of team, when you are sports mayor, when I am coach of team, points boss. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Stribble's Codex of Companions, maybe?
Oh. Yeah, I'm not finding a ton for just hunting animals.
Yeah, hey, if anyone I hear you, Mitch, but I deserve it. I'm glad you were keeping me honest. And please don't feel like you have to judge in silence. Judge out loud. Oh shit. Necklace of Hausen is great. So in another game, my wife has a bag of bones. And every time she throws a bone out of this bag on the ground, she only has a finite number. It turns into a skeleton that will do her bidding until it's destroyed. That is perfect with those teeth. Necklace of
I mean,
Hausen.
I would think like, you know, once every day or once every week or something. Well, here's a curse chart. I'll just put that in the private chat.
2d20 teeth, where each time one is thrown into dirt, it spawns one skeleton that will do the bidding of the necklace wearer until destroyed. This necklace can be renewed with the teeth of individuals slain by the wearer. And with a ritual.
Or maybe they have to accept a curse.
That's what I wanted to do. What if
Just you gotta get a curse in there. It's gonna be housing.
while wearing this necklace, I don't like how the sentence is worded. An individual wearing this necklace will visually appear in a state of undeath. So if you have detect undead, they won't show up as undead, but if if you don't, visually they look undead. Which means if you have a bunch of fighters who see that, they may oh, kill that fucking zombie or whatever it is. But if a cleric's like, oh, I don't detect any undead. So I love that. I think this is a pretty fun list. What's a good name for our female hobgoblin that they run into?
Let's see.
Ooh, what do you think of the name Batu?
Yeah.
It means loyal. Or Delby, which means petal in Mongolian. Gerel means light. Togtun means serene. What do you think? What's your favorite out of that?
Hey, Super Spike.
Super Spike? Batu, Gerel, or Togtun?
I like Batu.
Batu, I do as well. Batu, the remaining goblin hunter. Need a name for this shitty cultist. I also think, should our cultists be human or should we make them a different race? Aw. Oh God, that thing's terrifying looking. Well, I guess these are aberrations, so. Hey, would you like to have a bunch of little shubs? The offspring of Shub Niggurath, the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young. Oh, Skull Tick, also not cool, guy. Oh, axolotls, but water. Oh. Also, not the best hunting animal, I don't think.
No. Let's see here.
Coconut crab. Ooh.
I think
hollow
it
bones.
should just be named Sloan after the director and writer of Hobgoblins.
Oh shit. Human?
Yeah.
Who used to live in Rustwell Keep. Is the captured cultist. Jesus. If it's a human name, it is Tim. No, really. Oh, maybe the cart site, and then the Ankeg burrow if they choose to utilize it as an escape method. Oh yeah. An A this week. Boulay. Boulay. Ankeg. Oh, Ben, what the fuck? Ankeg. Broodlings. And I'm just not doing well today. Ankeg brood mother. Old Gemcrust. Okay. So the climax. Okay, so we're. So this also reveals a Ankeg burrow tunnel as an escape route. These can navigate this with survival checks. Any dwarves have advantage. These tunnels have potential for Ankeg broodling attacks or being smashed by the circling boulets. So I'm kind of imagining like they could try to run.
Yeah.
Like my idea is like that the dude gets free, that Sloan gets free and makes a run for it.
Okay.
One of these Boulet's, breaches and just snatches him.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for joining us, Mitch. Have a good
Mitch, as always, thank you. Yes. Please, please, please have a good rest of your weekend. Matt, I do not mean to cut you off there.
No, it's just wanted to make sure I acknowledged Mitch.
You have to acknowledge Mitch. So it's kind of like they could make a run for it, or they could go below ground. I don't want to force their hand. I don't want to railroad, but I kind of feel like I kind of want to railroad. If come on, Ben, be better. If the PCs run for it, they have to deal with the two Boulets. And after 3 rounds, the two Boulets end their chase because old Gemcrust breaches and eats the cart. So they go to get him some multiple ways. Either way. Two, if the PCs take the tunnels, have them do a campfire-esque skill check set to avoid hazards, encounters. They discover the very damaged brood mother and her huge clutch of eggs and have to decide to either run or go all Ellen Ripley on that shit. All right, I feel like that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know, chat. Does that sound like something you would be interested in?
It sounds like a good session to me.
I mean, you guys came up with some bonkers magic items that I very much love. I think we're good. I think we're pretty good. I'm tempted to kind of drop a hint in at the beginning that I'm not gonna. I thought about like having them like if they wanted to stop and talk to whoever at the gate, they might realize like, oh shit, this is a fool's errand. But
but then they might not,
Yeah, then I don't know what I would do if they were like, yeah, we're not doing this. And I'd be like, oh shit, what have I done to my own game? What have I done? I still got to figure out like pets too. I like these little boys. I don't know how to say that. Piscatosaurus?
Piscatosaurus.
I mean, look how cool they look.
Yeah, you're not sharing your screen, but I will.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Yeah.
No. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, I mean, they have a bite attack. They don't really do anything. I was hoping there would be something in here was a little more wild and interesting. Granted, everything looks cartoony, but that's kind of the point of this book.
Yeah.
Otters, huge war criminals. Again, watch Casual Geographic. You will look at otters completely different. Otters are fucking terrifyingly mean. Okay, those are fucking cool. Oh, Pangolins. I love Pangolins. Okay, animated gloves are awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
I need to use this more often.
Yeah.
Balderdashes. Sweet. Oh, look at that Clockwork Buddy. Oh, what was that? Bubo.
Bubo. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? This could be some seriously cool shit here.
Yeah, that would be really odd.
That in itself makes me think of like doing something in Extra Life that is very like breaking into a Willy Wonka, except for like magic items and equipment, and like setting off like a room full of fetchins. Just like utilizing like animals in this book, or doing it maybe. So I got this Ant-Man trade paperback, and it was Nick Spencer's run on Ant-Man.
Oh yeah.
There's so much in that I like, and there's so much in it I dislike intensely.
Oh, see, I didn't mind it on the whole.
I
liked it a lot.
I think because I liked Scott Lang's portrayal in Fantastic Foe, that when he's portrayed as like a dumbass, terrible parents type of guy, I was like, oh, I don't know if I like this.
That's fair.
But I love the idea. I love the security thing. I love the breaking into Stark. I love the thing in Miami that he hired
Grizzly and Machine Smith.
Grizzly and Machine Smith. And the Crossfire was like, there was a lot of really funny bits in that book. Like I actually laughed out loud at some of it, but I just didn't like his portrayal of Ant-Man. Maybe I will run out. Oh, Armordillo. This is some serious Pokemon vibes here, guys. Give someone a dire pigeon. It's fucking terrifying. I don't know. Kind of been going with that dinosaur earlier.
Yeah.
By Z.
That's.
Oh, Kitsunes. This would be baller. Just a straight up tiki spirit. Sorry, I got quiet. I'm just like,
You're just drinking it in.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that would really work. Flying emperor monkey's kind of awesome. Mimcats, pygmy owlbears.
Ooh.
I kind of thinking maybe pygmy owlbear. A gaggle of pygmy owlbears. Baby fucking rust monsters are my favorite, but I'm already using that in another game. Ooh, look at these gel lumps. Maybe I will do a weird ass like first level thing at Extra Life where it's like going in and you have to deal with all of these things. Because I think this would be fun. Bonsai Treant is pretty awesome. That's a really interesting concept. It's got animate shrub once per day. That shit just makes me happy. Oh, hey, it's Bulbasaur.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just full on Bulbasaur.
It's fucking Bulbasaur, baby. Cactus people. That's kind of awesome.
Well, that's a Cactuar from Final Fantasy. So
I just watched Attack of the Mushroom People, also known as what is its Japanese title?
Matango.
Matango. I just watched that, and this makes this far more terrifying. It was great. I loved it. I wish I was watching a sub and not a dub, but it was super good. Oh shit, there's undead things. There's tentacles. They're fucking teeth, Matt. Vengeful teeth.
I mean, maybe that's what that necklace is.
Yeah, we're changing that. That's amazing.
It's those, but you don't realize it until you like take one off the necklace, and then they.
Plus, to me, that fits way more with Danhausen.
Yes.
It spawns a.
I mean, if you did the Danhausen move where you take a bunch of them and then jam them into somebody else's mouth, that would be terrifying.
That would be fucking awful.
Because they would just start wrecking shit.
That's terrifying. Shaggy was like, I was just writing that. Oh. Matt in chat, what was your favorite grunge band or grunge adjacent?
Oh boy.
Look at this shit.
Not a nice
hand axe.
not a genre I ever got like super into. I mean, I certainly was aware of it and listened to shit from it, but man,
you didn't have a band that you were like, okay, this band has got some bangers. This is if someone asked me, this is my answer.
No, not that I would specifically classify as like grunge. I mean, there's grunge music that I have enjoyed, but I don't go out of my way for any of it.
Chat, any of you? Because I mean, there's a lot of answers.
Oh yeah, there's a ton.
But Soundgarden is the correct one.
Do you like some Soundgarden?
I can't remember what we said was like, yeah, this is what we should go with now.
You said the
was it the Pygmy Owlbear?
No, it was a yeah, well that was the one you said. Yep.
Was it?
Okay. Yeah.
There is what the there is a cage with 1d8 pygmy 1d8 trained.
Aha, yes.
Pygmy owlbears. All of which are starving and dying of thirst. I love the idea of these hobgoblins using these as like attack dogs.
Yeah, that's great.
Pearl Jam is not a bad choice at all, Shaggy.
No.
You did see a Cerebus there, Super Spike. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's a little different look. There it is. 2 heads and a snake tail.
Sure.
All right, this Stibbles book is going to have to stay in rotation there. I think we're good there. Like I said, I might do that. I think we're good on... Well, we might add this too. This is a nice utility item. For real?
What?
Come on, guy. What's up?
Well, yeah, that's just a bummer that it did that.
Grease grenade.
Grease grenade.
Axe. Like a grease spell. What does the grease spell do? D&D 5e grease spell. Dex save throw. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to save this page to my book of marks. All right. I think we're done, guys.
Yeah, it seems like you got a real solid base to go with there.
I feel bad that it's a little bit of a bait and switch, but
that's life sometimes.
All right. Well, you beautiful, beautiful Binkses, sexy Binkses. Matt, what do you got going on this week?
I think I'm doing Motu Monday. I probably should confirm that with Dave. I got Tiny Meng on Tuesday, which I think is Core 4 this week. And then, we'll see what I've got going on Thursday, whether I pop onto your horror stream.
I'm very, very excited to do this just general chat about spoopy stuff. So yeah, let's see. This week. Shit, what do I have this? Okay, so Monday is Chaos Scar.
Yep.
It's a real weird group. It's Sandra is back. Our friend Alyssa will be joining us. Who else? Geez, I can't remember who our Chris Horror Show is back.
Nice.
Zane Riley will be joining us. If you don't know Zane, then you should just look up Zane because he is an extremely talented person as well as a damn fine wrestler. In the Mid-Atlantic area, has also wrestled for a organization that I don't name anymore because they
Sure.
very upset me. But Zane usually wrestles with Caleb Conley and Man Scout Jake Manning as the Revolt. And now I want to know who this fifth person is. So just give me a second. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so you can't just glare into the hole of abyss that is my Facebook page.
Good luck, Shaggy. I also have not seen that Punk yet, but I'm not looking for him because I got the Walmart one. But I do want Jade from that wave.
Oh,
I also have not seen yet, but I'm not in a rush.
Big Mike,
Yeah.
Silverback, or he's not going by Silverback anymore. I can't remember. He was on this show. I can't remember. Yeah, but Mike is our fifth, which is awesome. Mike's a good D&D player, good dude. But that's our five. It ought to be interesting. Chris is bringing back his. I'm pretty sure Chris is playing his character again from the first episode. We'll see. Who was a bard, which was great. Who had like 14 instruments. Anything else you want to? Oh wait. And in horror, Tiny Ming on Tuesday. I don't know what I'll be working on. I just finished a bunch of stuff.
Well,
so maybe I'll just paint some minis.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something. That's the joy and pain of hobbies.
And then Thursday, some Spoopy Boys on this very channel for maybe an hour to 2 hours, depending on what everyone brings to the table. I know Colin will be on, who was in our very first episode of Chaos Scar, who was awesome on that. Is awesome on everything. We'll be running some games at Extra Life. I don't know who else is going to make it onto that. Even if it's just Colin and I, it'll be fun. Friday Bad at Games. I don't know yet what it'll be. Maybe we'll go back to the Projo and have people that we know personally fuck us on that game, like Thunder Frog and Arya Davari. I was so mad last week. Or maybe if Doug's around, we might casual Dota, or who knows? Maybe we'll play something Star Wars related. I don't know.
The world, next, your oyster.
Yeah, and it's a smoked oyster because those are my favorite. And the next Sunday, Matthew. Next Sunday, as I look on my calendar.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Because I don't need to do D&O prep. So what do you want to work on?
Jeez. Now the world is my oyster, and I don't know what to do with it.
Should we maybe do? Maybe we do like the Extra Life session with the cool like baby animal park.
I mean, it'd probably be worth working on some stuff for Extra Life for sure.
Yeah, I need to do that. I've been real bad at it.
I mean, I don't know what I'm doing playing at all as far as Extra Life goes this year, but yeah, I think that's probably, given how imminent it is.
Okay, we'll do that. Next week we'll make a Willy Wonka-esque using that Stibbles animal thing, and we'll have some wild ass stuff. Maybe show up and you can make suggestions about which animals you want to put in, and maybe I'll use for fundraising. I'll put up a list of animals you can purchase with fundraising that I'll put in during the session. Because I guess ostensibly I should be trying to raise money.
Yeah.
But I think that's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, ladies and germs, we will, and non-binary folk, we will see you. I'll see you tomorrow if you show up. I mean, if you show up. Otherwise, we'll both see you on Tuesday. So have a good rest of your Sunday. Relax.
Enjoy your life.
Enjoy your life. Be good to others.
And yes, I've also seen the Ultimate Mr. T on clearance now, though he's still just starting the clearance cycle, guys.
Does he pity fools?
Yeah, he does.
That's all you need to know, baby. Yes, Shaggy. All right. We'll see you, baby, later. The bull of the woods is off to take a nap. Bye.